My name is Priscila da Costa, and today I will talk about when "where are you from" doesn't have a simple answer. I chose this question because people often ask me where I am from, and it's interesting that most people answer this question with one word only, such as one country, one place, one story. But for me, this question is never simple. I say this because I am from Angola, and as you guys can see, I am black. I lived in 5 different countries, and I have changed schools 8 times in my life. So when someone asks me this question, I normally take a pause, breathe, not because I don't want to answer these people, but because I try to understand which version of myself they want to know. So the first time I was asked this question, I was in a new country. I was in South Africa, Cape Town. I was in a new school, new environment, and I was playing with my classmates, and this little girl that is next to me and is highlighted with red, while we were playing, she told me that I didn't sound like South African people sound. And I remember that I told that girl that I wasn't from South Africa, and that's why. But she asked me a really interesting question, which is, where are you really from? The word really stayed with me because at that moment I thought that the answer that I gave to that girl wasn't enough. And I felt that because as I was moving country to country, I had the ability to change my accent really quick. I had the ability to change my behavior, all parts of myself that I felt that I was too different. So it's funny that most people normally give me compliment for that by saying, oh, you are so mature, oh, you are so strong. But what people don't see is that this adaptation comes from the fear of being alone, the fear of being misunderstood, the fear of not standing up. So when this girl asked me this, my mind was very confused. And I remember that every time I entered in a new classroom, I used to ask myself silent questions, such as, how do people here dress up? What jokes are allowed in here? Or when should I stay quiet? And this question helped me a lot because they helped me to stop thinking or to stop asking who I am and start asking who I need to be in that specific place. And that's when the races come, because being a black girl means that wherever I go, I will always be visible, even when I wanted to disappear. So sometimes I had the feeling that I was being too foreign. Sometimes I had the feeling that I wasn't foreign enough. Sometimes I felt that people saw my skin before even hearing my story. In some places, I was asked to explain my culture. In other places, I was asked that I didn't belong to it anymore. So someone asked me again, where are you from? And I had the same feeling. I felt that my answer was wrong. I thought that if I could choose one place, one language, one culture, or one identity, then people would understand me. So I try to simplify myself. I try to say, for example, oh, I am just from Angola. But every time I did this, I felt that I was losing something important about myself. But the question kept following me because I was changing country to country and people kept asking me, oh, where are you really from? But this time, when someone asked me where I was from, I felt tired instead of feeling confused, because I felt tired of choosing one place over another, of explaining myself. I felt tired of turning my life into a short answer. And this was a problem for me because I wanted to tell more about my culture. I want to tell more about the experience I had in different countries that I had the privilege to visit and live. Nowadays, people still ask me where I am from. And it's interesting that we live in a world that we love simple labels, such as, for example, we like boxes, we like nationalities, we like languages. But it's interesting that Some lives do not fit into these boxes. Some lives are made of movement. Some lives are made of changes. Some lives are made of new beginnings. And that does not make them broken. It makes them rich. And now you guys, I think you guys want to know where I am from. And I will tell you guys where I am from. I am from Angola, of course, but I'm also from every hallway I learned to walk alone. I am from every classroom where I was the new student. I am from every place where I learned how to listen and instead of just speaking. I am from changes. I am from beginning. I am from saying goodbye. I am from saying hello again. And from long time in my life, I thought I didn't have a clear identity, but I learned that my identity is not one place. My identity is my story. And because of that, I am from growth. I am from survival. I am from changes. So if there is something I want you guys to remember today, is that not everybody has a simple answer for where are you from. And that's okay. So before asking someone to explain who they are, we need to first listen to them, because some stories are not meant to be short, and mine is not meant to be short. Thank you.